Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another Obby Creator video. My name is Roro Studios, and today we're going to be finishing my Christmas event and building the final steeple. This one's going to be called Steeple of Santa's List, and it's going to look like you can take a whole bunch of shortcuts, but if you end up doing that, then you'll be put on the naughty list. A few things I want to mention before I get started. I have a cool video planned soon, and I want you guys' ideas for it. So if you have any tower ideas for towers I could build in Obby Creator, then please leave them in the comments. For another upcoming video, I'm going to be revamping an old tower that's in Ring 1 of Shark's Many Towers of Heck. I'll link the poll that I put on my channel's community page in a pinned comment. And also I forgot to mention that you will still be able to play the original tower. I'll just move it to a different obby slot using pre-mades. Finally, this is the obby ID for what I'm going to build in today's video. So with all that said, let's begin. This steeple, I'm aiming for it to be like this difficulty, apparently. I don't remember what difficulty I really had an idea for. But it'll be probably one of these. Probably like right here at the max. And I've already begun on it a little bit. I wasn't really sure where to put it, so I just put it super high up. And I guess it looks kind of cool. Welcome to Steeple of Santa's List. This steeple might look like you can cheese the whole thing. However, doing that will result in your name being put on the naughty list. Your name will be put back on the nice list if you step on the green pad in the room you'll be sent to. The green pad will send you to the start of the previous floor. But if you fall down, you will only be sent to the start of the floor you're currently on. So the first thing you need to do is go get this button. And if you don't do that and just flat wall through here, then you'll get teleported to here. There's no actual room yet. I made this before the corner clip thing got patched, which I'm curious about. Has Obby Creator done anything about that yet? It doesn't seem I can press F, which is what you do now in JTOH. Maybe there's a special corner clip part, but if there was, then it would probably be in the changelog. Yeah, okay, it looks like they haven't done anything to restore the corner clips yet, but that's okay. But point being, if you did decide to glitch through this wall, then this would teleport you. So this teleporter is also removed when you press the button, which to do that, you just go on top of the wraparounds and then you press it. Then you can go back and you can see the teleporter is deactivated, so I'm not getting teleported. It's also transparency 0.99, before you press the button, because otherwise it doesn't really work right. Now also, the game added cart rides, cart spawner rail is under special, so I'll probably be using that in this tower, but not quite yet. I think to build this steeple, I want to build the floor first and then add in the teleporters for if you take a shortcut. Oh yeah, this is also going to be a descending tower because normally you have to do a lot to make sure you can't cheese those descending towers, and so I thought that would be perfect for this steeple. So let's see, if we put a floor here, then I guess we'll put a lava brick here. But to save on parts, just make it be a teleporter, but it'll look like a kill brick. Now if it wasn't clear enough, if you fall, if you were to fall down here, then you'll get sent back to the start of the floor you're currently on. But if you get put on the naughty list and you get sent back to the start of the previous floor, of course, on the first floor, then it'll probably just send you back there. Now, speaking of part limit, they increased the maximum you can increase it to, so you know exactly what that means. There we go, 3,500. Okay, just purchased it, but according to the changelog, the maximum is 3,500 without the premium bonus, and I have Roblox Premium, so that means I can increase it by another 100, but what happens if I just buy 200 more? Oh, I see. So I should just do this then. And there we go. Now I'm at the new maximum part limit. So that means I have around 1,000 parts to build this. I'm probably not going to need that much, so I really didn't need to buy it for this specifically, but I definitely will want that later. Anyway, finally we can begin actually building the parkour here. I think first let's do one studs, so let's make it so you jump to here. But obviously you can do that, and it seems like it would be a little bit tricky to put the teleporter the way I want it to here. So I think this will work instead. Now we'll jump down to a half stud right here, I think will be good. But then let's duplicate this, and then you'll do head hitters up to right here. Oh, apparently you can just do that too. The reason I say that is because I want to do wraparounds now on top of here. Now I think to get on top of the wraparounds, to jump up here, we'll put a button. We'll put a button right here. It needs to be kind of like true. And let's make it like that color. And so you need to jump down like that. I guess we'll keep it as a timed button. And that will activate this right here. Now a kill brick on top of here, which you'll walk across. And then we'll make a thing you jump down. And then you will do some more parkour in here before going to the next floor. There we go. So you'll jump down this. I added kill bricks in here too to make it a little more interesting. Now I do want to take note that you could corner clip in here. Well, not actually, but assuming the developer of Obby Creator makes some change to make it so you can corner clip through any part, whether that's by actually doing it the normal way or pressing F. You will be able to corner clip through here, so we'll put a button right here that'll just deactivate a teleporter. There's also going to be a teleporter right here, so you can't just do that. Now let's do a ladder walk. So to do that, we're going to do this, and then I'll make it a little bit easier by putting 2 right here, and we just do that. and set the colors of these. I'm gonna also put a kill brick on top of here instead of putting a teleporter. Since it kind of looks like that is indeed the way you're supposed to go, we'll just do something like this to make that more obvious that you're not supposed to go that way. From here, I think I want to do some conveyors. So we'll put this here and make sure you can actually see it. Here's what I just made. So I made a slight modification to this platform, but you do a trust walk across here and then go across the conveyors. Then you get to here, and then when you press this button, that deactivates all of those purple platforms for 5 seconds. So that you can jump down. Not that far down, but to the next floor. So now we want to anti-shortcut this. I've already done this teleporter that this button deals with. Most of these probably won't have to use buttons though. Like this one, you're never gonna need to go across this way. So we can put a teleporter like this. Now so that your arm doesn't clip through this wall and then you accidentally hit the teleporter, we just put a gap right there by 1 stud. Okay, now this is gonna be invisible. Make sure you can't wall hop, wrap around it. There's nowhere it's going to teleport you to yet, but we'll build that in just a minute. Now the next thing I want to put is an anti-corner clip here. I was mentioning a button, but I think it would just be easier to just put a teleporter like right here, because there's no reason you're going to want to go over here unless you're trying to corner clip. So that should be fine right here. Well then again, I think it would just make more sense to make it teleport you if you actually corner clip. So we're just going to put a teleporter like right here and then put it inside this entire thing here. Make it invisible, except not transparency 1 because it's going to be activated by a button. Make it transparency 0.99. It's still almost completely invisible. Like I can't notice the difference, but yeah. So now we want to put a button that's going to be well actually let's put it here so that you can't press it doing this. So set this to make objects invisible an infinite time. Then click the teleporter. There, so I think I just pressed it and you can see it does not teleport me. If I reset the button, then you can see it will teleport me. I don't know if you could notice that, but it did teleport me. Next up, we want one right here in case you decide to do this as I just showed a second ago. I think the easiest way to do this would be just to put another teleporter just like this one that's deactivated by this button. So something like this should work. I just need to connect it. There we go. So I haven't pressed the button yet, so you can see that will happen. But when I do press the button, you can see I just pressed it. I can actually go through. And same for right there. I think the easiest way to do this would be above any platforms on this lower section here. We put teleporters. I'll make them invisible in a minute. I just don't want to confuse myself. Actually, no, I'm changing my mind on what to do again. Instead of putting them above that, I'll do more button activated teleporters. So if I do something like this around each of these platforms down here, and then when you land like right here, these teleporters get deactivated, then that should fix the problem. The way I was trying to do it was they were like above the platform, but then it's still too easy to hit them, like even if you did legitimately fall and not try to take a shortcut. You could technically still fall and land on one of these, and that's probably going to be the case in a few different places on the steeple, but there's really nothing I can do about that. I think I'm going to delete this part here. I was going to make it so that you would go back this way, but then I decided not to. I changed that because it looked like you're supposed to jump there. So this is good here. Now where do I want to put the button? Probably at the bottom of this. So I have it set to make objects invisible an infinite time. So if I select all those, they disappeared because I hit the button. But before you hit the button, they should be 0.99 transparency so that they work properly. There, so I hit the button and you can jump on the platforms. But if I don't press the button, then it teleports me. Now we're almost done with this. I think I need to put a teleporter around this because you're not jumping near here. So you shouldn't really be able to accidentally fall and then hit the teleporter even though you weren't trying to cheese the tower. So something like this should work perfectly. So you can see if I do that, then yeah. And again, I put that 1 stud gap so that you can't accidentally hit it jumping down like that. I did get teleported there, but I think that was one of the other things. I think that's just about everything. If I happen to notice something else that needs a teleporter, then I'll go ahead and do that. And I won't show putting in the teleporters on the other floors just because that's kind of boring and it'll get repetitive. But I will make sure to do that. However, I think this floor was especially complicated doing this because the floor itself was going downwards, but typically on descending towers, even though overall you're going down, you drop to the bottom of the floor, ascend that to get to a thing like this, which you drop down to get to the next floor, specifically the bottom of that usually. That's probably what I'm going to do for most of the floors here. Okay, I've begun on this next floor a little bit, but before we do that, let's build the room where it teleports you if you get put on the naughty list. Just down here in the corner would probably make the most sense. I would put it behind this, but I'm going to delete this when I'm done with the obby slot anyway. If you don't know what that's for, so that I can keep like earning money. When I have a lot, then I'll just do that. Then when I need a bunch, then I'll just make this smaller and then it'll give me some money. That's useful if I need a whole bunch at once, like if I'm putting in the frame for a new tower or steeple or something like that. Here's the room where you'll be sent. So it's not too much, but it says, it looks like you attempted to cheese the steeple. Your name has been put on the naughty list, but don't worry. If you step on the screen pad and return to the start of the previous floor, you'll be put back on the nice list. This is probably just making up excuses, but if I make this room too detailed, then that would waste a lot of parts, because I'm probably gonna end up just duplicating this room a bunch of times, because if it's gonna teleport you to the start of the previous floor, then it depends on what floor you actually attempted to cheese the tower on. I could try to make buttons to try and make the same block kind of teleport you to different locations, except it will actually be multiple different teleporters, but that just seems needlessly complicated, and I think it would just be easier to duplicate this, since I definitely have the parts to do so. So yeah, I guess I am actually just lazy and I don't feel like making this super detailed. But I mean, I did put this coal here because, you know, you get coal for Christmas if you're on the naughty list. You can see it does damage you. It also seems like they fixed that bug where it doesn't show the health bar, even though you are taking damage. And it made it so you have to jump to get to this teleport pad, because sometimes teleporters are weird. You have to jump to be able to use them again. I think it will probably have, like, gone back to normal by the time you teleport back, which it doesn't teleport you anywhere yet. But I figured I might as well make so you have to jump to get to the teleporter, just because I can. So this will be the floor 1 teleporter. So the teleporter is going to teleport you back to the start, which is right there. So now I need to select all the teleport pads that are going to teleport you down there, and then make them do that. I think I got that working. Let's test it out. Okay, good. The only thing I think that will make it not work is if there's a teleporter I didn't select. But if that's the case, then it's probably not that bad. So now, let's begin on the 2nd floor. I'm not going to make the floor be kill bricks here. I think I want to make this be one long push box thing. Now let's put a button in this corner. It needs to be reset push box. Let's make the push box be red. And now we need the push box itself, which is right here. We want to make it be studs, but I think I want to make it universal, so not studs. So if you move this out of the way, you can press this, and if I actually link the button, then it'll reset that. I did just think about something. I should make there be some parkour, not only so there is something you can cheese, but also so that if you get sent back to this floor, like if you cheese this floor, then you get sent back here, then it's not just all one button thing, and so you can practically skip this whole floor, if that makes sense. I've spent quite a while on this floor, but I think I'm happy with how this turned out. So the push box doesn't actually have any buttons, but you do need to use it to boost yourself up to here. So if you do get teleported back up here, the only thing you're not going to have to do again is push the push box to here and onto the conveyor. I'll show you this floor at the end of the video when I show the whole tower start to finish. Since I'm already on an outside, I think now's the perfect time to add a cart ride. So this is my first time looking at this new feature. This is going to be pretty cool. So let's see. I just put this here, like, so it's not rotated, I guess. So it's under special, and here's cart ride spawner. I think I want to do this. Yeah, I just want the spawner to be right here, I guess. I'll probably move this. Okay, so it seems that there's a cart spawner part and then a straight track. So this is kind of like a pre-made, where it's like multiple things in one, like just the track or just the spawner. When I step on this, do I click it? No. Oh, it spawns it there. Oh, well, they're down there now. Well, I can't select them, so how do I make it actually... I guess I have to move this to make it actually be on a track. Do these like despawn? I think they do, because I seem to have broken something. Yeah, they do despawn. Maybe this is under behavior. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. Maybe, okay, this is just appearance, and so I want to make that cast shadow false. Okay, hold on, I'm just gonna start over. So I want the spawn position to be, oh, I just moved this. I want to rotate this and put it like here. There we go, confirm. There, now it spawns where I want it to. There doesn't seem to be a way to destroy them without, like, just waiting for them to despawn. So I guess that means I'll make this a lot bigger so that you can actually get to it without accidentally pressing it again. Okay, so I'm gonna jump in here. Oh, there's like a thing here. Oh, that's really cool. Oh no, I fell off the edge. So you can kind of like steer it, or like control it, I guess. Not really steering it. But can I like turn the track at all? I can't change the size of it, and this is the only setting here. Oh, I see. You can despawn it by doing that. If you just get in and then get out again. Okay, that's if that's red, then it's not moving. So can I only make it a straight track then? Maybe there's more in the pre-mades. Yeah, here it is. I found it. So we have this, and we have like the one I already placed, which is in special. We have corner track, ramp track, slow ramp track, and straight track. I guess 2 straight for now is fine. What's the difference between these? Is this one longer? Yeah, it looks like it. I think I'll put a turn now, and then we'll do a ramp here, maybe down a little bit, because I do want this to go down to the green floor. Now, it looks like you can just walk across here, so I'm not sure if there's anything I can really do about that. I mean, if you do just walk across here, it's fine. It's not too big of an issue. Okay, I got this built. So if I press this, it should spawn that. And then I can, like, drive this. I don't know if there's a proper way to really end it right now, other than this. And what if you just go backwards and just fall off? I suppose I could just add something here to stop you from doing that. That's probably the best thing to do here. I just got an idea for how you're gonna go inside back inside the tower now. So I'm gonna use this and kind of make a wraparound out of it, just so it's not randomly floating. Not that that's too bad anyway, but yeah. And so you're gonna use this to get a button to get inside, basically. Okay, so what you're gonna do is jump on this jump pad, and then you have 20 seconds to come back over here, and it activates these platforms. So 20 seconds is a lot more than you need, but you are trying to get to here. This floor I'm gonna split into two, so it's gonna be A and B. This one was A, B, and C. But I've actually split it diagonally, just because I thought that would be interesting. Now I think to start off, we're gonna use some spin parts and put them here and change their spin axis to this. So you'll jump across these. The floor is gonna teleport you, I guess. But you're gonna get to a platform that I'm gonna put here. I'm gonna try to use a wedge. Now we're gonna go over to the other side of the floor. I guess this one will be side B and this one will be side A, because this one's kind of towards the front of it, I guess. But you're going to be near the top here. That way when you come back to this side, there is something you could cheese, just because there wasn't anything really on this floor. There was like one, but you know. But I think some wraparounds where you kind of hit your head on the ceiling above you is what I want to do here. I think one stud wraparounds will be good, so let's just put a bunch of these. Okay, just put these in, and then you'll walk across this to the other, back to side B. I think I'm going to do some shoving platforms and some spinners that will kind of knock you off. I'll do a shoving platform first. Shoving platforms aren't really an official thing, but you can just use them. You can just use moving parts. So let's place one right here and then make it like vertical like this. And we want it to move like this, kind of back and forth. So now we want to make this be exponential moving style. Actually, no, not exponential. I think sigmoid looks good. No, it's not that one. Okay, it's circular. That's the easing you want. Then you can also change its positions to make it however you want it to be. So as you can see, if I stand right here, it should knock me off. Perfect. Okay, so I'll put two like this. I think I want to do that so they kind of alternate. That'll look a little bit nicer. Then we want to do a spin part. This axis, this is the correct axis. Okay, I was thinking you'd walk around this side, but I kind of like that you have to go through this side. There, like that. The reason I just moved it there was because so there's actually a big enough gap. I think what I want to do now is you'll jump down here, and then you'll drop down to the yellow floor. You'll complete the yellow floor, and then come back up to this floor. Then you'll drop down another tunnel all the way down to the bottom of the red floor. And these two floors will be kind of like one thing. Like, you'll go up both of them, and then that'll be the end of the tower. I'm going to take a bit of inspiration from Citadel Festive Struggles, which is part of the JTOH Christmas event this year. There's a floor where you have to complete it in 60 seconds. That's what I'm going to do here, except it needs to be 60 seconds and not 5. There we go. Although it might not actually be 60, I might change it, because since this floor is a lot smaller than it is in the Citadel, you'll be able to complete it a lot faster. Now, normally I try to, when I do something like this, where you can stand on the bottom of the floor and it doesn't teleport you, I make sure not to make any parts too close to the floor except where you actually start. The reason being you could just jump on top of it. The point of this tower is that you can do that, but you actually can't. I'm going to put an arrow pointing here so that you know you're supposed to start here and not in the other places that look like you can do that. Okay, I spent quite a while on that. When you press it, I decided to make it 30 seconds. I was able to beat it in like 15, so 30 I decided was a good time. Again, I'll show you this at the end of the video when I show the whole tower start to finish. Steeple. We can finish up this part of the floor. I think this will be pretty quick. So you're going to jump across these to get to a button. After you press that button, that'll activate the platforms here, which will allow you to get another button, which will allow you to get to here, where you'll go outside to drop all the way down here. So let's do that. Okay, let's give this a test run. So you'll press this, which activates this truss walk. You can press that, which will delete one of those. Well, not delete, but you know what I mean. Then you'll press the green one, which will get rid of the other one. Then you'll drop down, not into the void, but instead to this floor. So now this is going to be like kind of the last part of the tower. Now I'm going to make this floor be a quiz, so there's going to be no parkour. And then this one's going to be like the final stretch. Falling here at the bottom of this floor will just send you back here. And probably a shortcut up here will also send you back here, because that is the start of the previous floor. Anyway, the first question is, according to Buddy the Elf, what is the best way to spread Christmas cheer? There's going to be a sign that says that this is going to be questions on Christmas movies and Christmas songs. I forgot to put any answers in. If you're wondering why I made the platforms here green, it's so that you can see them better, because it's kind of hard to see against this. Anyway, the correct answer is singing loud for all to hear, and the incorrect answer is giving presents to people. Let's just make that CanCloud false. And also, it's transparency 0.6, you can't just do the camera trick and cheat. If there were a way to make it so that if you did that, you'd get sent to the naughty list room thing. I probably would do that and make these transparency 0, but there's no way to do that, at least right now anyway. So this is the correct answer. I guess then you'll just jump on top of here. Or if you're wondering what that means, there's a movie called Elf, and the main character is Buddy the Elf, and he says the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. That's where that question came from. I guess I'll make this quiz be 5 questions. I think that makes the most sense. The next question is going to be, what is the time signature of the song We Wish You a Merry Christmas? It's 3/4 time. If you don't know what that means, it's like how many beats are in a measure. So this refers to how many beats are in the measure. So 3. Then 4 means the quarter note, or 4th note, I guess. It's called a quarter note, but that's what gets the steady beat. So like there's 3 quarter notes. It's kind of hard to explain what the second number means, but yeah, that's the correct answer. If you guess and get it wrong, then you just get sent back here, and then you just try again. And since this one's wrong, that means this one has to be right. So even if it's kind of a hard question, then it's not too big of a deal, I guess. Question 3 is, in the movie Home Alone, what are the names of the 2 robbers? Technically there are 2 movies, and they both have 2 robbers, and they're the same characters, but whatever. The correct answer is Harry and Marv, not Ben and Jake. It seems this quiz is going to go a little bit into this floor, but that's okay. The 4th question is, what year was the song All I Want for Christmas Is You published? I think published is the right word, but either way, it's 1994. Oh, there we go. That's fixed. The final question is true or false. The short film How the Grinch Stole Christmas was based off of a children's book. That is true. So after this, you'll jump over here and do kind of a stick out wraparound. And then let's do some falling part jumps. So let's grab this and place it here. We'll make them 3x3. I put exclamation points on top of these so you know that they are falling platforms. Then you'll jump here and then across the 1 studs, just because I want something you can cheese. Actually, it's close enough already right here. Okay, I've added the last few jumps to the steeple, and now it's time to show you the whole thing start to finish. The Obby ID, if you want to come play this, is right here. Now, it's not completely done yet. I haven't put in the teleporters to everything, just because I've been working on this so long. So I'll finish that up later. So enjoy being able to cheese the tower while you can. Anyway, when you enter the Obby slot, come to the left, as that sign is indicating, and here's the portal, Steeple of Santa's List. We'll decide the difficulty after I play this, so for now it's catastrophic. Anyway, it'll remove the fog effect, and this says, welcome to Steeple of Santa's List. The steeple might look like you can cheese the whole thing, however doing that will result in your name being put on the naughty list. Your name will be put back on the nice list if you step on the green pad in the room you'll be sent to. The green pad will send you to the start of the previous floor, but if you fall down, you'll only be sent to the start of the floor you are currently on. So what you first have to do is climb up this truss, and then you can hit this button. Then you want to jump down these 1 studs, then go up these head hitters, then these wraparounds, and then you want to hit the button, just like that, and you have 8 seconds to go back this way. And then you can use that to get on top of here. Now you want to jump down, now you need to get that button over there. So go across the truss walk, or ladder walk, I mean. Then you go across the conveyors, and go on the truss, and apparently hit something. Okay, there, I fixed it. So when you press that, then you need to come back over here and then jump down. I just forgot to make the teleporter around the button be deactivated by a different button that deactivates the teleporters. That's why I got teleported. Anyway, now you have this push box section. You want to push it up the ramp. You kind of go into climbing animation, sometimes anyway, if you push it up a ramp forward, so I would recommend doing that sideways or backwards. Then you push it through here, and then you want to jump up these. Then you do those wraparounds, and then go inside here. Right now, there's kind of walls right here. You will be able to jump down, but then you'll get teleported, just not at the moment. And so then you jump down, and there's another teleporter if you attempt to ledge grab your way onto there. And so you want to push this push box to here, then use it to get to this kill brick. Then you want to go up this tightrope, and you can jump down, and then do these jumps here, then go outside. Now we're at the cart ride section, so step on this to spawn the cart. I don't know why that was so slow. Anyway, then you can step on it and then drive it. Well, okay, don't go too fast, otherwise that'll happen. Okay, let's try that again. So go like 6 or 7 speed max, so you don't fall off right here. But once you get over here, I did increase the speed. Then you can jump out, and then you need to go collect a button, which is over here. Well, it's right there. You use the jump pad to get to the button. Then you go back, and then you do these jumps here. And now you're on this floor. So you want to jump on the spinning platforms. If you jump on this, then it'll just knock you off because it's a conveyor. The floor does not do anything yet, but it will. So once you get to here, you want to go to this platform and then jump to here. And then wrap arounds, or walk arounds, I mean. You can kind of jump, wrap around like that. Now you need to avoid these moving platforms. So you can kind of do that. Then you can jump down. You have 30 seconds to complete this floor. If you run out of time, then you just have to press the button again. It's not too difficult. Once you get here, you need to do these head hitters and land up here. Next, you want to press this button, which activates this trust walk for 12 seconds. I know I just fell off, but whatever. Then you need to press this red and green button. There you go. You can kind of, I guess I'll make that a little bit easier. But then you can jump down, and then we're right here. I just added in a sign here. It says, time for a quiz. Answer 5 questions about Christmas movies and songs. If you fall, you'll be sent back to the start of this floor. As you can see, that'll happen. According to Buddy the Elf, what is the best way to spread Christmas cheer? Singing loud for all to hear. Question 2. What is the time signature of the song We Wish You a Merry Christmas? 3/4 time. In the movie Home Alone, what are the names of the 2 robbers? Harry and Marv. What year was the song All I Want for Christmas Is You published? 1994. True or false? The short film How the Grinch Stole Christmas was based off a children's book. That is true. Then you want to do these falling platforms. Then you do these one studs. And then you go across this. Then you do these 2 wraparounds here. There's not going to be a safety net on this outside section. There kind of will on these other outside sections, since I don't want you to be able to just jump down. Although, I guess there won't really be a way for me to tell whether you actually fell or if you were trying to cheese the tower. Probably I'll put a teleporter into there, like right around the platforms, and then otherwise it'll send you back to the start of the floor you're on. But anyway, here's the wind pad. There's no win room. I say this like every time, but in events, there doesn't really have to be. The wind pad can just send you right back to spawn. So that's going to be it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, here's the RBAD if you want to come play this. And I will be making some minor adjustments to the steeple, as well as probably some other things in this ring too. I do want to decide the difficulty. I think we'll make it like this difficulty. High difficult. Again, if you want to vote on that poll for what tower I should revamp in an upcoming video, then that's linked in the pinned comment. And also, if you have any ideas for towers I should build for another upcoming video, then please leave a comment as well. This will probably be my last video until after Christmas, so I hope you have a happy holidays. There might be a stream on Sunday though. That's the day after Christmas. So yeah, I hope you do enjoy. I'll see you in the next video, and have a great day.